Hello there! You may have noticed the Funko Pop collection that sits behind me for all these videos, or for quite a few of them anyway. You may have even watched some of the videos that I've created that go over parts of my Funko Pop collection. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 145. The Funko Pops featuring A New Hope characters and Gamestop exclusives. Not only do we have these and these, but I've also got one here that got mailed to me, and it's been sitting off to the side for a while, and I completely forgot what this one was. So at the end of the video, I'm going to open this one up and find out what it is. I've also got another one here that I think is kind of special that I'd like to show you also. You know, I believe there are over 600 Funko Pop Star Wars figures now. That many bobbleheads of Star Wars characters. Some very well-known characters, some very little-known characters. I probably own nearly 400 of these, if not more. Yeah, I know. What a waste of money. You know, they're the Beanie Babies of the 2020s. I've heard it, yeah. But you know, I collect them not for resale down the road. I collect them because I like them. And isn't that the reason you're supposed to collect them? Well, this year, I've become a little more picky about what I've been collecting. Unlike in the past where I try to keep up with things and try to fill in the holes that I have in my collection, after it hit number 500, I haven't been trying so hard anymore. There's just too many of them coming out and the cost has gone up a bit and I just don't feel like spending that much money on Funko Pops anymore. So I no longer try to keep up with it. However, when I see a series that I like or some exclusives that I like, I'll pick them up. I'll still add Funko Pops to the collection. I'm just more picky about what I add to it. Now, I am missing a lot of the figures between numbers 500 and number 600. But here are some more of the figures that I have that fit into that number group. Let me get these off to the side, and while I do, why don't you once again make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be nice to hit 900 maybe before the end of June. I've only got a few to go, so why don't you help me out with that? And of course, don't forget to leave a comment. Okay, I'm ready to go through them. Let's get started. The first one is going to be number 500. Yes, I did pick up the first 500, or the first number 500, I should say. And wouldn't you know it, it happened to be a GameStop exclusive. And once again, I know it's a favorite of some of you out there, and that would be Jar Binks. Now, this is Jar Binks. He's got a nice little purple costume there. I think this one might be maybe from episode 2. And as you can see, it's actually a good likeness of Jar Jar, of course. I do like the color scheme he's wearing, the clothes he's wearing. A lot better than what he used to wear on Naboo. I think it's kind of a cute little figure. One to get started with anyway. Number 500. Okay, the next one, we're going to be jumping a bit now because we're going to be going to 525, which happens to be an Amazon exclusive. And this one happens to be Padme Amidala. This is the Senate version of Padme Amidala, one of the Power of the Galaxy series. And to tell the truth, this is the only Power of the Galaxy series I've seen in the stores or online so far. Haven't really gone out and researched it or anything. But I do like the way that Padme looks here. She looks very regal, very thoughtful. The dress she's wearing, I think, is very nice. It's a little toned down from what we saw in The Phantom Menace, of course. But overall, a nice figure. I like it. Next, we have number 550, a GameStop exclusive from the Gaming Greats Collection. And this one happens to be Umbra Trooper, an Umbra Trooper. And as you can see, looking at this one, his color scheme is a little different than what we normally see of troopers. We have a yellow and black configuration there. Not too bad a figure. I kind of like it. Unfortunately, It doesn't really say what game it's from, so I'm not really sure. If you know what game it's from, why don't you write it down in the comments and let me know. I am way out of line with the games because I never really got into the gaming part of things. But I do like the figure. In fact, I have several of these Gaming Great figures. The next one is Proxy. And Proxy looks like a droid of some sort. Well, I haven't played the game, so I'm not sure which game it's from or what this droid is capable of. There again, you can probably help me out by leaving a comment. Proxy does have a few features that glow in the dark. I would guess her chest plate and the eyes. Very weird looking droid, you could say, but part of the Gaming Greats, and I do like the Gaming Greats, especially when I can get a bunch of them in a row. And I do have, we got 550, 551, and yes, I do have 552, which happens to be an Imperial Rocket Trooper. And I like this one because, as you can see, this one is blasting off and we have a clear stand behind it to kind of give it the illusion that he's leaving the ground. Nice little figure there, a little different than what we normally see. That is number 552. I do have 553, so I do have the 4 of them in a row here. And this one happens to be Merrin, which is one of the Night Sisters. Again, one of the Gaming Greats. She's got those bright red robes, and I do mean they're bright. You get this in the light, and you can see that just shine from this one. She's got some sort of crystal from the looks of it in her hand. Green crystal there. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to leave it to you who play the games to let me know which characters these are from. Now, let me move those over just a little bit because the next two I have are kind of special ones. They are Target exclusives. The first one is Ben Kenobi, and these are from the comic book collection. As we can see on the back here, we do have the comic book that supposedly this was designed on. Overall, kind of a neat figure. I like the different look to these figures. As you can see, Ben has a little bit more of a cartoonish face, you could say. Cartoonish colors, definitely. Has his lightsaber ready to strike. Those colored robes I've never seen before in the movies, so definitely more of a comic book type thing. 572, by the way. We also have 573 from the comic book collection. And this one is the Emperor Palpatine. And this time, we can see the comic book is from Return of the Jedi. Looks like the original run of comic books of Return of the Jedi that were based on the movie. And as we can see here, he's got Force lightning coming from his fingers. We've got that cartoonish color again to his face and so forth. Overall, I think it's a very good looking bobblehead. I like it. Now, one thing with these two, and there's probably more in this collection. These are the only two I've seen in the store, so haven't really gone out to really search. But I did find another one at Walmart, probably a Walmart exclusive, I don't know. But it's a regular Funko Pop bobblehead, but it's in a big box because unlike these, which just show you in the back which comic they come from, the next one I have to show you actually includes the comic it comes from. In fact, not only does it include the comic, it also includes a hard plastic case to keep it all in. So this is meant for collectors. And this one happens to be Luke Skywalker, number 01 from the Pop comic covers. There again, you can see, if you look at the clothing there, a little bit of the same type of design from the comic books. The comic book with this one is a reprint of the very first Star Wars comic book based on A New Hope. And overall, I saw this in the store and I thought, I can't pass this one up. I've got to have this one. This one really looks kind of cool. So what do you think of that one? I think this is a great addition to the collection. Now, I don't know if they're going to be coming out with more of these or not. If they do, I'm probably going to pick it up because I do like these. I do like these comic editions. I actually like them better than the gaming ones here. Although for those of you gaming, I'm sure you probably like these better. But I'm more into comic books. The next one I have here is Cad Bane, number 580. And of course, this is from the Book of Boba Fett, as you can see. And I just like Cad Bane, so I had to pick up Cad Bane. Pretty good likeness of Cad Bane. We've got that ornery look to him. that we usually see him when he's in the movies or the TV shows. I should say just TV shows. But overall, kind of a nice figure. So 580, as you can see, I'm missing a few. We have 573, 580, so there's 6, 7 of them in there that I'm missing. Well, that takes care of these. I'm going to move these off to the side and get into the ones that came from the movie Star Wars A New Hope, Chapter 4. The first ones I showed you here, they started with 500, and a lot of them were kind of from the middle 500 range. Well, the next ones are from the late 500 range of numbers. The first of which is Luke Skywalker, number 574. And this is the first of a series of 5 figures that came out from characters of Chapter 4, A New Hope. Pretty much just a calm, laid-back Luke waiting for things to happen, probably taken right off of Tatooine before he left to join the rebellion. I do like the binoculars or mono binoculars that he's got there hanging on his belt. So just kind of a cute figure. Like I said, I'm getting a little more picky on this one. I like this one because, well, first of all, it's from Star Wars, the very first Star Wars, which is my favorite of the Star Wars movies, with Empire Strikes Back being a very close number 2. And the reason I started collecting these, not only because I like A New Hope, but because I found the 5 in the series in the store at one time. Second, we have Princess Leia. She is number 595, so right behind Luke in the numbering system. And as we can see, she's definitely wearing the dress she wore in A New Hope. She's got her pistol ready to shoot some stormtroopers when she comes across them. Just a very nice figure. I have to admit, Funko Pop has come a long way with designing their figures so that they look just a tad more realistic, a little more detailed than the early days. Now you'd think 596 would maybe be Han Solo. No, it's Chewbacca! My favorite non-human from the Star Wars movies. Chewbacca has his bowcaster ready to go, ready to strike. Got that little bit of a snarl in his face there. And overall, just a good-looking Funko Pop figure from Star Wars. So that one is 596. So we got the first 3 good guys. Next 2 are not such good guys. Because 597, of course, Darth Vader. And this is just your basic Darth Vader. Nothing too much. You can tell he's more calm, collected, menacing here. He's got the lightsaber in front of him as if he's walking into the room to take care of whatever business needs to be taken care of. Very good figure. I like it. What's the 5th one from the series of 5? Well, that would be a Stormtrooper. Just your basic old Stormtrooper. Number 598. So we're almost at that 600 mark. Nothing really too fancy about him. Just standing there at attention, waiting for orders from the Lord Vader to take care of things that might get in the way, or people that might get in the way. Now you'll notice I have one more sitting here, and that is because, yes, I did buy 2 Stormtroopers. So if I do someday take them out of the box and set them up, we can have a Stormtrooper kind of flanking behind Darth Vader as they're walking down the hallway. So like I said, I like the series. That's why I picked them up. And also because I found all 5 of them at one time. I said I had a box here that has been sitting around here for a while, unopened, and I forgot what's in it. I'm pretty sure it's a Funko Pop. I got it from dragonstrading.com. So, like I said, not sure what's in here. And I didn't bother, before filming this video, to go look it up as to what it was. So I'm just going to open it up, and we'll find out together what is in here. And hopefully it is not something that I already have. Nicely wrapped, nicely packaged. And oh, I like this one. We have the Dark Trooper with Grogu blasting off from the planet's surface. This is from The Mandalorian, of course. And you know what? This one's kind of dark, hard to see with it. Oh, okay. That's why I got it from there. It's an Entertainment Earth exclusive. That's why that one was ordered all by itself. But let me just try to open this up once. And let's actually see what this one looks like. Like I said, it's going to be a little dark if I just take a picture of it and show you. So we'll take it out and take a look. And see what we have here. And there we go. I like it. It is very nice. I like the detail on the Dark Trooper. And that has got to be the smallest Grogu ever done in a Funko Pop, I would say. But I like the clear stand behind it. We've got the little flames coming from the feet here. Overall, a very nice figure. Entertainment Earth, well done on that one. I like that one. Well, I guess that brings us to a close for this video. Hope you've enjoyed the new Funko Pops, the 500 numbers that I have left. I also had, in a previous video, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series Funko Pops. Those are also in the 500s. So I figure I've probably got maybe about 20 or so of the 500 series. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Once again, I would just like to ask you to like this video, share it with your friends, leave a few comments about, especially about what games these Gaming Great figures were from. And of course, subscribe to the channel. I'd like to hit that 900 mark within the next week or two. Until next time, may the Force be with you, and keep collecting! P.S. I just realized I had one more number 500 number, and this is number 584 from the Book of Boba Fett, and this is Grogu. And as we can see with this one, that makes it a little different than the rest, that Grogu is actually wearing his Bespin armor. You can see it right around his neck if you look that close. So just thought I'd throw that in there quick. I do have one more, number 584, that will go to fill in one of the empty spots I've got there.